Selamlar arkadaşlar, merhabalar herkese. Hogwarts Legacy canlı yayın serimizi tamamladık ve kullanmamıza izin verilen bütün büyüleri öğrendik. Artık bu büyülü dünyanın en karanlık sırlarını keşfetme zamanımız geldi. Bu videoda Sebastian'ın da yardımıyla 14 görevlik bir görev serisini tamamlayacak ve henüz öğrenmediğimiz 3 affedilmez laneti öğreneceğiz ve Hogwarts Legacy serimize son noktayı koyacağız. Biz bu görev serisinin bir kısmını ana hikayeyi oynarken yaptık. Hatta onları da şuradan şöyle göstereyim. Undercroft'un gölgesine, malikanenin gölgesine, madenin gölgesine, dağın gölgesine ve vahiyin gölgesinde isimli 5 görevi biz tamamladık. Geriye kalıyor 9 görev. Bunları da şimdi gideceğiz ve Sebastian'la konuşup başlatacağız. Bu görev serisini sonuna kadar tamamlayabilmeniz için oyunun neredeyse ana hikayesinin sonuna gelmeniz ve 28 seviyeye ulaşmış olmanız gerekiyor. Aksi takdirde görev serisi yarıda takılacaktır. Biz şu an kendimizi 28 seviyeye çıkarttık ve hikayeyi de bitirdiğimiz için bu seriyi tamamlamaya uygunuz ve başlayalım.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Karanlık sanatları merak ediyoruz.
The dark arts do pique
Sonuçta
my
öğrenmeye
interest.
çalışıyoruz.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
Az önceki arkadaşın aile geçmişini merak ediyor muyuz? Hayır, etmiyoruz.
I understand. You needn't tell me if you don't want to.
Kurcalamamak lazım
If I
böyle
were
şeyleri.
you, I'd be begging for more details.
Ama sen sanki
not
anlatmaya
that
da
I'm
niyetli
not
gibisin
interested.
şimdi.
And you can certainly trust me if you want to tell me anything.
Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
Bilmiyorum Cruciu'yu.
What does the Cruciatus curse do?
Ya anlat
It's
bakayım.
known as the torture curse. Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
Sebastian'dan beklediğimiz baykuş geldi ve Slytherin'in skriptoriumunda bizimle buluşmak istediğini söyledi. Anlat
I
bakalım.
received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on.
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about, what was it, a scriptorium?
He told you about that.
He did. We were talking about our house founder and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
En sevdiğin teyzen içeriye girmeye çalışırken birden kayboluyor. Anlıyorum
That's
tabii,
a bit
evet.
unnerving. I suppose even if it might lead to answers about what happened to your aunt, it does pose a risk.
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory, get you answers about Slytherin and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
İkna
Sebastian,
ettik kendisini.
Over here.
These braziers grant access to the scriptorium.
Now you'll share? You wouldn't tell me when I
Şu
practically
şeyleri
begged.
yakacağız galiba.
It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with it.
It's
Aynen.
happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Bilmiyorum hazır mıyız ama ben giriyorum.
Dark, ominous corridors. My favorite.
Işık açalım.
No comment.
Come on, that was a good one. It's like a locked door. We may want to look around.
Nokta Gaunt'un notu. Ne demek istediğimi kanıtlamalıyım. Ailemin söylediği gibi karanlık sanatları kullanmamıza gerek yok. Yazıtorium'a ulaştığımda Salazar Slytherin'de sandığımıza daha fazlası olduğuna dair kanıt bulacağım. Kardeşime yazdım. Artık koridorun girişine nasıl ulaştığımı ve yazıtorium'a ulaşmak için düz bir yol olmadığını biliyor. Çözülmesi gereken pek çok zorluğu olan bir labirent bu. Umarım kardeşim de benim yolumu izler ve atalarımızın mirasını birlikte inceleyebiliriz.
A journal entry, signed by Noctua Gaunt.
Gaunt? Ominous. Your family was here.
I know. She was my aunt.
You knew? And didn't tell me?
Böyle
Ominous.
tamir edeceğim şimdi.
The journal mentions many challenges ahead.
That's why I said this could be dangerous. Aunt Noctua kept my father informed until she vanished.
Reparo.
Konuşmaları bitsin diye bekledim.
The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
Lumos.
Must be the voice I hear. The voice is ancient, sinister.
You hear a voice.
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I wish all Slytherins could talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages,
Hatal dil
but I'd
muhabbetini
wager if
koymaları
I
güzel
speak it
olmuş.
now, the door
Evet.
will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
Believe me, I am having thoughts, but I'm still convinced we should go ahead.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back.
Çocuğu da zorluyormuşuz gibi
I'm
hissediyorum
doing
ya.
this.
It worked! Ominous. You possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us,
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
like a maze. Salazar Slytherin most likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
The door we came from, it closed.
Kapı yine
There's more than one gate
kapandı.
ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
Burada ikinci bir notumuz var. Salazar Slytherin bu yazıtoryumu Hogwarts'ın derinliklerine gömdü. Korkarım bu karanlık koridorlarda yolumu kaybedeceğim. Ben bir soydan geliyorum ama yine de hoş karşılanmadığımı hissediyorum. Koridordaki bu mangalları yakmak yardımcı oluyor. Cesaretimi kaybetmeyeceğim. Meydan okuyarak yoluma devam edeceğim. Tamam, o
This
zaman
journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome.
şunları bir yakalım. Slytherin
Poor Noctua.
kilitleriyle bir işimiz yok galiba şu an. Başka var mı kanka? Yok. Tamam, şu kilidi deneyelim madem öyle.
The dial requires focus.
Aunt Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it.
Herhalde
That didn't sound good.
Salazar Slytherin didn't make this easy.
eşleştirmeye çalıştım. Bir anlayayım dedim. Herhalde şu an iyi ya. Olmadı mı? Birini ısıracağım.
This is looking rather dire, isn't it?
You sound surprised.
Peki. Başka bir şey bulmamız lazım.
Salazar Slytherin.
Bir ipucu. Bir ipucu. Kapıda ne var? Bir şey var mı kapıda? Yok.
Another
Şimdi
gate.
ne var?
Seems Slytherin
Burada
like
bir-
to play games.
Must run in the family.
Bunu
Look in the mirror,
koysak ne olur?
Sebastian.
Tamam, anladım. İki tane sembol var. Üsttekiyle alttakini kapıdakiyle
Matching
eşleştirdiğimiz
symbols did
zaman
open it.
açılıyor.
Was about
Tamam.
to do that myself.
Lumos.
Hemen öbürünü de
Got to it
açalım.
first. Nice work.
Şimdi önce bir kapıya bakalım. Burası birazcık lekeli de bulabiliriz diye düşünüyorum. Bir gidelim. Şimdi aşağıdaki şuydu, yukarıdaki de şu. Güzel. Isırılmadık.
That sounded promising.
Another dial solved.
Impressive.
Lumos.
Nice work.
Ne tarafa gitmeli şimdi? Önce burayı bir keşfedelim. Burada da bir kapı var da.
We've got more to solve ahead.
Search each corner. It may not be obvious which leads where.
Şimdi oradaki kağıdı kasten almadım. O dördüncü kağıt çünkü. Bize 3 lazım şu an. 3 de tahminimce burada. Hop. Aynen. Kadranı çeviremedim ve sanki gerçek bir yılanmış gibi yüzüme çarptı. Ama ailemin iyiliği için ilerlemenin bir yolunu bulmalıyım. Çocuklarımızın eski geleneklere uymasını istememeliyiz. Bu yazıtoryumda mirasımızın göründüğünden daha fazlası olduğuna dair kanıtlar olmalı.
Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
She did. She was
Yeah.
my favorite person in the world for it.
Burası bir dursun. Çünkü bilmiyoruz.
Lumos.
Hangi kapıyı açacağını bilmiyoruz o kilidin. Şimdi 4 numaralı kağıdı okuyalım. Olağanüstü. Bu yolculuk acı verici ama ödüllendirici. Yakında yazıtoryum bulacağım ve evimizin kurucusuyla ilgili anlatılmamış sırları keşfedeceğim. Salazar Slytherin şu anki halimizden daha fazlasını amaçlıyordu. Bunu biliyorum.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going.
Tamam, şimdi bu kapının kilidi o öbür taraftaki yılan. Yukarıda bir tamam yuvarlağımız var. Bacaklı. Bir de üçgenimsi bir şey. Buradan hemen çıkalım.
Another, not the welcoming sort, was he?
Oh. Bunu da açtık.
Excellent work. We're another step closer to the scriptorium.
Lumos.
I spotted something ahead. Looks troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
Azıcık çekiniyorum şu an.
The gate! I think we're locked in.
Tamam, kapı kapandı
Again.
yine.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Ne yapıyoruz şimdi?
Revelio.
5. not.
Lumos.
Peki. Umudumu kaybettim. İçeride kilitli kaldım. Bir çığlık duydum ve işkence gören yüzleri gördüm. İlerlemenin tek yolu affedilmez lanet. Onu yapmak istesem bile bunu yapabileceğim kimse yok. Salazar Slytherin gerçekten de kötü niyetli bir meydan okuma yarattı. Kardeşimle son yazışmamda onu buraya davet etmiştim. Şimdi beni tek başına ararsa onu ölümü götürmüş olacağım. Farklılıklarımıza rağmen onun kötülüğünü istemiyorum. Keşke daha iyi şartlarda ayrılmış olsaydık. Üzdü.
Ominous. A skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous,
kişiyiz.
I'm
Bu
truly
tek.
sorry about your aunt. But I
Bir
know
yerde
what to
de
do.
Crucio yazıyor.
It's going to be difficult.
Konuşalım bakalım bir.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door and Crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
Ominous'un bayağı lanet kullanmasını mı isteyeceğiz? Ya hadi soralım ya.
He does seem a
Yani
bit
en
cross with you.
tecrübelimiz o.
I'll speak with him.
Good. Work your magic, so to speak. Wish we had some liquid luck.
All of this could have been avoided.
Dur sakin, sakin. Bir konuşalım.
Ominous. I hadn't imagined we'd end up trapped like this.
Salazar Slytherin did. He's to blame for many unimaginable things. I overheard you and Sebastian, and I won't do it. The Cruciatus curse is pure torture, I would know.
Sebastian told me a little of what happened when you were young. Sounds as if you had no choice.
Should have known he would have told you. And one always has a choice. I'm as guilty as the worst of my family. Unforgivable curses won't work unless you really mean them. I had to want to cause pain, and for that I shall never forgive myself. That spells the reason I have no family left. You and Sebastian will need to sort out another solution. If you cast Crucio, you will regret it forever.
Laneti kullanmanın bir ağırlığı var dedi resmen. Şimdi
What do
öğretmiyor
we do
Ominous.
now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
Şimdi laneti öğrenmek bizim amacımız olduğu için Sen bana öğret,
I
ben
want
sana
to learn the
yapayım.
curse, and I think it's best if I cast it on you.
Very well, if that's what you want. To perform the spell,
Direkt
raise
kabul
your
etti,
wand,
olur.
point it at me, and firmly declare Crucio. Hold on as long as you can.
Evet, ilki geliyor lanet. Hop şöyle alalım.
Ready?
I'm ready.
En azından kapı açıldı.
Are you alright?
That pain. I would have done anything to make it stop.
Üzgünüm.
But I'll survive.
Revelio.
Let's keep moving.
Yalnız
We made it.
Salazar Slytherin'in yazıhanesi. Hogwarts'ın altında Salazar Slytherin'in öğrenci nüfusuyla ilgili çeşitli uzun vadeli planlar yaparak ve diğer kurucularla yaşadığı anlaşmazlıkları düşünerek zaman geçirdiği anlaşılan gizli ve iyi korunan bir oda.
We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
I can't believe we're here.
Şimdi lanetin tanımını yaparken Omines hani acı çekmesini isteyerek yapman lazım büyüyü dedi ve biz hiç zorlanmadan Sebastian'a direkt büyüyü uygulayabildik. Demek ki bayağı istedik biz bunu. Korkarım asla bir anlaşmaya varamayacağız. Bir tanesini bile mantıklı düşünmeyi ikna edemiyorum. Godric'in düşüncelerinin benimkilerle aynı doğrultuda olduğunu ummuştum. Neden olağanüstü nitelikte bir öğrenci olması gerektiğini anladığını düşünmüştüm. Ama Muggle doğumluların bir şekilde safkanlar kadar yetenekli olduğu gibi saçma bir fikre kapıldı. Bu konudaki düşüncelerinden, henüz dile getirmediği düşüncelerinden duyduğum hoşnutsuzluğu ifade ettiğimde çok öfkelendi. Uyumsuzluktan bıktım ve artık cadı ve büyücü kılığına girmiş beceriksiz çocuklarla dolu koridorlara tanıklık edemeyeceğim. Buradan gitmem gerektiğini artık çok iyi biliyorum. Yaratığı benim görüşlerimi paylaşan biri tarafından uyandırılana kadar odasına derin bir uykuya yatıracağım. Diğerlerinin dikkatsizce verdiği zararı tersine çevirmeye istekli bir torun. Okulu Hogwarts'a layık olmayan ve sadece mirasımı lekelemeye hizmet edecek olanlardan kurtaracak biri. Hadi bakalım.
Revelio.
Aşağıda bir şey var.
Sebastian, ominous.
Slytherin'in
There's a
büyük
book
kitabı.
just here.
You found something.
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
Çok uzaklaşma bak.
What do you think?
Looks like a spell book of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
Tamamdır. Kitap Sebastian'da. Odada keşfedecek bir şey kalmadı
I
galiba.
don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
Buradan devam galiba. Slytherin
I see a way
zindanı.
out.
Best news I've heard all day.
Hadi bakalım. Wow. Bekliyorum her ikinizi de.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear right now
Tamam,
never
bizi
to
direkt
engage
şeye
in
çıkarttı
anything
bu.
to do with dark magic again.
Hogwarts'ın içine.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
Evet, bir görevi daha bitirdik.
Meet me in the Undercroft. I found something.
Sebastian'dan yeni baykuşumuzu aldık ve kitabın üstünde çalıştığını, bizi Undercroft'ta görmek istediğini söyledi. Undercroft'a doğru gidelim. Bir bakalım bize neler anlatacak
You'll
Sebastian.
never believe
Öğrenelim.
what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
Bence de ya,
It was
biz
hard to
o
do, but casting
yazıhaneye
Crucio was our
girerken
only
yapmamız
option.
gerekeni
And I'm glad
yaptık.
we did
Pişman
it.
değilim. Yine olsun,
Because in
yine
the
yaparım.
spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
Tamam,
I see no
söylemeyelim
reason to
ya.
involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I
Başımıza
shall send
belki
it
iş
out.
alabiliriz bu şekilde de. Bakalım.
And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his
Bence
own
de
good.
çocuğu daha fazla
I'll
zorlamayalım.
decide what's for my own good.
Aha,
Ominous,
Ay.
we were just about to get some air.
yakalandık.
Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
Dövüşmeyin kuzum. Niye dövüşüyorsunuz ya?
I am not letting this go.
Bence ben seni ikna ederim
Ominous,
Ominous.
Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
Sebastian ailesi tam olarak niye
I
öldü?
knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
İki tarafında kendince haklı sebepleri var. Ama Sebastian'a sanki
Those
umut
references in
veriyor
the book
gibi
seem
ya.
promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Ominus'e de haber vereceğim ya. Çocuk iyi niyetli. İstemese de iyi niyetli. Neyse biz baykuşumuzu bekleyelim tekrar. Geldiği zaman öbür göreve de gideriz.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
Sebastian'dan yeni baykuşumuzu aldık. Anne'in durumu kötüleşiyor. Benimle Feldcroft'un dışında buluş dedi ve bu görevde de Imperio'yu alacağız galiba. Başlayalım. Gireceğimiz yer pek hoşuma gitmedi de.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned,
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
Şimdi bir öğrencinin raporundan burada olduğunu anlamış eserin.
I'd be interested to know what else the student
Başka bir
discovered.
şeyler var
Have
mı
a
diye bir
look.
soralım.
Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
Bir şey
I'm
çıkmadı.
ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Muhtemelen o minisini yaptığımızı bilseydi fazlasıyla kızardı. Şimdi öğrenci raporunda ne yazıyor bir okuyalım. Yeraltı mezarı ödevi hayal ettiğimden çok daha fazlasını verdi. Atalarımız hakkında bilgi edinmek aydınlatıcıydı. Ancak görmezden gelemeyeceğim başka bir şeye rastladım. Büyük odanın arkasında çürümeye yüz tutmuş bir alanda ters dönmüş lahitlerin arasında tuhaf şekilli bir kalıntı keşfettim. Gücünü hemen hissettim. Eğer nesnelerin kaldırılmasına izin verilseydi kalıntıyı daha fazla incelemek için heyecanlanırdım. Şimdi nerede dedin? Büyük odanın arkasında çürümeye yüz tutmuş bir alanda ters dönmüş lahitlerin arasında. Tuhaf şekilli bir kalıntı. Tamam. Bu bilgi belki işimize yarar. O yüzden
I'll be
şimdilik
interested to
aklımızı
compare what
bulunsun.
lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Bak bu mezara giriyorum. Beni burada yalnız bırakma.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Kesin bir şeyler çıkacak burada diyecektim. Minimap'te şöyle bir göründüler zaten.
Bombarda! Incendio!
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will
Şimdi.
be insect free.
Yeah, the spines
Şurayı
aren't
bir
insects.
yak.
Don't start.
Şurayı bir yaktım. Oh, cayır. Tamam. Şimdi
Leviosa!
bunu bir al.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Teşekkür ederim.
This room is taller than it looks.
Buradan bir yukarıya çıkalım.
Revelio!
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Ben burayı açtığım zaman örümcekler oradan çıkacak değil mi?
Opening all of these is tempting.
Accio!
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Burayı da açalım. Tamam. 50 altın almış olduk.
Bombarda! Incendio!
Güzel. Örümcekler ateşe karşı dayanıksız olduğundan rahat oluyor bu tarz şeyler. Şimdi nerede deposumuz şu. Kapıyı bir aç. Yine ikiye bölünüyoruz.
Incendio.
Ay aydınlandı ya örümcek ağı yakarken.
Accio.
Aç bakalım. Boş.
Revelio.
Şurayı bir keşfedelim önce.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Bu durum pek hoşuma gitmedi de kemikleri neye kullanacağız?
There's something here by the altar.
Bunun yanında ne var? Öğrenci günlük girişi. Tamam. Raporumda aptalca bir şekilde kalıntıdan bahsettim ve onu olduğu yerde bırakmam hatırlatıldı. Ama araştırmak kurallara olan sadakatimden önce gelmeli. Bu emanetle ilgili bir şeyler hissediyorum. Bana İngiliz meşe asaları tarafından seçilenlerin güçlü sezgileri olduğu söylenmişti. Buna inanıyorum. Bu yüzden kimse bakmazken harekete geçtim. Kutsal emaneti izole etmek için 2 barikat yarattım. Atalarım beni affetsin ama anahtar olarak onların kemiklerini kullandım. Allah affetsin. Geri dönmeyi planlıyorum ama önce kendimi bir sonraki görevimize hazırlamalıyım. Imperius lanetini öğrenmek. Bu büyünün düşmanlara karşı işe yaradığı söylenir.
What did you find?
Ya atalarının kemikleriyle niye büyü barikatı yaparsın ya? Ha?
Did you hear that?
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Revelio.
Hoşuma gitmiyor o sesler. Tamam, kemikleri nerede kullanacağımız belli oldu. Ama bir Sebastian'la
Looks
konuşalım.
like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Günlük sayfaları
Do you think
nereden
they just
gelmiş
left you on
olabilir? Onu bir
purpose?
soralım.
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Yani yine pek bir
Of
şey
course.
çıkmadı.
I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant.
Dur.
There's more to this.
Şu atalarımızın kemiklerini bir alalım.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
Eksiğimiz var mı? Sanki eksiğimiz var gibi.
Revelio.
Aradan şöyle bir geçsek.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do.
Bize biraz daha bir kemik lazım. Onları da bir yerden buluruz herhalde diyeceğim de.
Lumos.
Şöyle bir çekilin bakayım. Çekil çekil çekil. Heh. Oo. Geçemedik.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
Bu durum pek hoş değil.
Lumos. Accio.
Böyle bir... Heh. Çok güzel oldu bu.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
Şurayı da yine aynı şekilde açacağım.
Accio.
Arada kalmayalım.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
Depulso.
Bir sandık için gelmedim umuyorum ki buraya. Aç.
Leviosa.
Şurada bir sandık görünüyor. Güzel. Well'de ihtiyacımız olur. Oo. Tamam, madem oradan daha fazla kemik bulamadık, o zaman şuradaki şeyleri çekelim. Hatta direkt şu galiba. Aynen. Gelin bakayım. Buyurun efendim, kemiklerin. Yetmedi mi? Tamam.
Revelio. Accio. Leviosa.
Yeter herhalde.
You've done
Aynen.
it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Ya, kemik şakası yapmazsak sevinirim.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized
Revelio.
something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Olur. Evet. Öğrenmek istiyorum.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand
Öğret bakalım
movement.
bana.
It's not an easy spell to master.
Hop. Imperio'da tamamdır.
There we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Yaşasın. Daha çok örümcek. Şimdi şu Imperio'yu bir yere koyalım. Nereye koyalım? Şuraya koyalım şimdilik. Hemen bir deneyelim. Çok güzel. Güzel. Hasara da açıklar o sırada. Rahat.
Incendio. Revelio.
Burayı al.
Descendo. Depulso.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Accio.
Bunları çekmenin bize bir faydası olacak mı acaba?
That worked. Keep going.
Bir yarayan ne ya?
Fringo. Bombarda. Accio.
Burayı bir daha çekelim.
Revelio. Accio.
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Ha, kapılardaki ürünleri kullanacağız. Tamam. Teşekkür ederim tüyo için. Şimdi bu durumda
Revelio.
benim şurayı açmam gerekiyor. Onun için de Bunu çekmem gerekiyor galiba. O zaman önce bu. Ay yo, ikisini tamam. Sırası önemli değil ama ikisini birden çekmemiz gerekiyor. Bir eksiğimiz var. O da burada. Hangisi o? Biri şu. Öbürü de bu. Ver bakayım onu da. Verim. Açıl susam açıl.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Revelio.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Burada da bizi bir aksiyon bekliyor. Belli yani. Dur. Tamam.
Incendio.
Bu sayılar çok mu oldu?
Incendio.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for
Dur ya,
nothing.
hemen üzülme,
Hold
çıkmaz
on.
sokak
Don't
diye bir
give up
not
yet.
bir şey okuyalım, dur. Kayıp kalıntı illüstrasyonu, hadi bakalım. O ne ya? Tamam, peki. Yadigarın içinde büyük bir potansiyel var. Sahip olduğu olanaklar sadece büyücülere değil, tüm dünyaya fayda sağlayabilir. Ancak amacını gerçekleştirmek için yapılacak karanlık fedakarlık çok büyük olabilir. Daha fazlasını öğrenene kadar lütfen bu emaneti kaldırmayın.
Sebastian, the relic. Look.
Ama burada. Bayağı ağzımızın
Could it
içinde.
be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
Yalnız daha çok şey öğrenene kadar sanki bıraksak gerçekten daha iyi olacak ya.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft.
Beni dinlemeyeceksen ben niye
I must keep this
konuşuyorum?
relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
Kim o?
Ominous. Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
Ya bence insan gibi konuşup dertlerimizi çözebiliriz.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together.
Allah'tan onu
Convince
duymuş da.
Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
Ya bu kalıntı hakkında bir şey bilmediğimiz için
You're right. This seems far
bunun
riskier
burada
than
durması
Sebastian
gerekiyor
realizes.
bence.
Good. We're agreed. We
Ominous
don't
aynı
allow
fikirdeyim.
him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Tek seferlik kullanmasına
Sebastian,
izin verelim
We're
dedik.
ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Hadi bakalım.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over.
Birazcık taze hava gerçekten iyi gelecek.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important.
Süpürgemizi kullanamıyormuşuz. O zaman uçacağız, yapacak bir şey yok.
A few moments later.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet.
Ben daha önce gördüm.
Felcourt's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
İyi işaret değil, evet. Çocuklar, ne yapıyorsunuz?
Incendio.
Oy oy oy. Ne buluyorsam sağ altta dağıttım.
Accio. Incendio.
Bir tane iksir yuvarla. Bir gelsene ya.
I'm handling it.
Incendio. Bombarda.
Keep out the way! Levioso!
Nerede kaldı?
Accio. Incendio.
Keep out of Lord's reach! Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
Bence doğru olanı yaptı ya.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep
Ben
proving that to
destekliyorum
my
bu
uncle,
konuda.
I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while.
Sen
I'll head back
Hogwarts'a
to
dön.
Hogwarts.
Ben amcanla konuşacağım, halledeceğim. Bağlayacağım işi. Sen rahat ol.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Ama kız kardeşi.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did...
Ya öyle şey olur mu amca?
That you are
Sen de.
defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately.
Tamam, tehdit de
Why,
edildik.
Sebastian?
Neyse. Gidelim bakalım Sebastian'ın yanına. Undercroft'ta bizi bekliyor.
If only a new student would help me.
Did you speak with my uncle?
Sakinleştin mi?
I wish I had better
Konuşabilir
news about
miyiz?
your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
Bu arma tam olarak
What did you
ne?
mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Hadi
Thank
bakalım.
you.
Haberini bekleyeceğiz.
I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Bekliyorum baykuşunu.
Meet me outside of Feldcroft as soon as you can.
Evet, baykuşumuz geldi yine. Feldcroft'un dışında Sebastian ve Anne ile buluşmamız isteniyor.
Sebastian, a lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Feldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Amcası buradan
Solomon
taşınmak
can't
istiyor
take Anne from
anlaşılan.
Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
Sebastian,
I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
So we have to
İşler
get
biraz
Anne to the
sanki
catacomb and then conduct a sacrifice. Seems risky.
riskli.
It'll be worth the risk. Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. And we'll only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an aura anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Şimdi amcam bizi
Do
bakanlığa
you think
ihbar
your
edebilir
uncle
mi?
would tell anyone at the ministry about all of this if he found out?
If he found out, I doubt he'd go to the ministry. He didn't part ways with them well, from what I understand. He won't say, but I believe his strong aversion to dark magic has something to do with his time there. Anne thinks he once decided to fight fire with fire, so to speak, and resorted to using an unforgivable curse in a fight against dark wizards. At least that's what she thought she heard. When he realized what his job had led him to become, he left rather abruptly. So, I'm
Amca da
not
az
sure he'd
değil.
go to the ministry to report on his own family using dark magic now.
Tamam.
Good luck with Ominous. Until we meet
Ominis'le
again.
I
Sebastian
shall let you know
konuşuyor.
when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl.
Biz de baykuş bekliyoruz.
See you
Tamam.
soon.
Anne's worried. She said Sebastian promised her that I would be there if she went to meet him in the catacomb. But now he's asking her to join him immediately and to come alone. She says he doesn't sound himself. Meet us at the catacomb as soon as you can. I hope that my quill has conveyed my message clearly.
Şimdi baykuşumuz geldi ama biz Sebastian'dan beklerken baykuş Ominis'ten geldi. Yeraltı mezarlığında Ominis'le konuşacağız. Sebastian'ın durumunun iyi olmadığını söyledi. Ve bu görevde de Avada Kedavra'yı, yani son lanetimizde öğreneceğiz.
Sebastian has gone too far. You saw what lies in the catacomb. I cannot stay here.
Wait, Anne, please.
Ominous. He was willing to put the whole hamlet and himself in danger on the chance that some old relic could help to heal me. I'm sorry, Ominous. Make sure he's all right, will you?
Kız bayağı terk ediyor.
I'm glad you're here.
Biz bütün bu işi niye
I
yapıyoruz o
received your
zaman?
owl. Where's Sebastian?
Inside the catacomb. Frankly, I was surprised you weren't with him.
Ominous.
Stop. You swore you wouldn't let Sebastian take this one step further. Yet here we are.
Ben bir şey yapmadım ki ya.
He won't listen to reason.
I should have stopped him before. Sebastian's in real trouble now. I'm going back into the catacomb to find him. Anne's right. He and the entire hamlet are in danger. The place is crawling with inferi.
Inferi? What are you talking about?
You'll see. We need to hurry.
Tamam.
Sebastian
Bayılıyorum.
must
Bir
not be in
inferiler
his right
eksikti.
mind.
Girelim bir de onlarla uğraşalım hadi.
Last time we were here, this place was crawling with spiders.
We're about to face worse. Let's find Sebastian quickly.
Where was Sebastian when you and Anne found him?
Just ahead, in the great room.
Yay!
Incendio! Tracy! Kingbringer! Linda! Incendio!
Nasıl hasar yedim ondan?
Incendio!
Bakayım. Var mı daha? Yok.
There weren't this many in theory before.
And there's no sign of Sebastian.
Çok güzel. Daha çok inferi. Şunu dönüştür. Şunu al. Şunu atın. Eylül.
Incendio!
Oo. Yapma yapma yapma.
Accio!
Şöyle bir gelin.
Incendio! Bombarda!
Hadi bakayım.
Incendio! Bringo!
Hold on a moment. I was so worried about
Güzeldi.
Sebastian I didn't even realize. Anne's gone to get Solomon. When she first saw the Inferi, she thought Sebastian was being attacked. But then he showed her the relic and said he'd learned how to use it.
The carvings on the relic were inferi, and Sebastian somehow created them.
Not exactly. He's controlling them. This is powerful dark magic. Creating Inferi is incredibly difficult, but controlling them... As Anne and I frantically barricaded the Inferi to keep them from escaping, Sebastian kept mumbling about healing Anne. When Anne said she couldn't stay here, I didn't realize what she meant.
Solomon threatened to go to the headmaster if he heard of Sebastian dealing with dark magic.
I need to get to Hogwarts. I must get to Professor Black first. Twist the story a bit, make him think it's a family fight. I'll be back as soon as I can. See if you can talk some sense into Sebastian. Be careful.
Bundan sonra yalnızız. Güzel. Seviyede atladık. Şimdi aynı taktik. Böyle bir şey şöyle erken başlarsak.
Incendio! Bombarda!
Güzel. İyi. Rahattı. Ominis müdürün yanına gitti. İnferilerin çıkmasının sebebi
These
Sebastian.
inferi seem far from control.
Şu an her şey çok güzel gidiyor ya.
Descendo!
Optimus Prime,
Leviosa!
Mümble Bey,
Capulso!
Megatron,
Ay.
Incendio!
Böyle işimiz bile yoktu. Biz niye geldik ki buraya?
Şimdi ben buraya neden çıktım? Niçin çıktım?
Incendio!
Yanaşınca çıkıyor.
Bombarda!
Acaba buradan mı? Yok, burayla da bir alakası yok olayın. Ama böyle bir sandık bırakılmaz. Oradan değil, oradan değil.
Rebellion.
Mimikleri kullanmamız gerekiyor galiba burada. Bunları şöyle hızlı hızlı çekelim.
Sebastian.
Haydi. Evladım ne yapıyorsun sen?
Isn't this incredible?
İnanılmaz falan değil.
Sebastian.
I told you, the relic is the answer. I've been trying to reverse the dark magic that injured Anne, but this will allow me to control it. Just as I can control the Inferi.
Control. I had to fight the Inferi all the way.
What have the two of you done? Accio relic!
Hayırlı olsun.
You'll pay for this.
Bir dakika. Ya ben aile dövüşünü niye
I'm ending this now!
That relic saved Anne.
içinde kalıyorum ya? Amca vallahi seninle bir derdim yok.
I am protecting you, you foolish boy! Leviosa incendio!
Ay. Tamam iyi. İksir basalım bir görüşümüz geri yerine gelsin. Amcacım benden ne istiyorsun sen? Aldım bunu. Burayı bir çekebilir miyiz? Teşekkürler.
Confringo. Defender. Glacius. Accio. Incendio.
Now you've gone too far.
Bombarda. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Defender.
Amcam var ya amcam. Amcam iyi kaçıyor.
She cannot be healed, Sebastian. You must stop.
I won't let her suffer. Avada Kedavra!
Ah! Mal mısın sen ya? Hızlı az değilmiş ha.
You've made your choice.
No. Anne. What have you done?
Tek derdimiz onun yaptığı değil mi?
I must get out of here.
I can't let him leave. Sebastian, wait! Stop, Sebastian. Hold on.
İşler fena.
What is it?
Ne mi oldu? Sıkıntı yok. Amcanı öldürdün. Bunu kız kardeşin gördü. Seni muhtemelen bir daha affetmeyecek.
I was calling after you.
Anne won't survive this. She's withering away, inside and out. Solomon's never been there for us. Not really. He gave up on Anne. I'll never give up on her. You saw him, didn't you? He was going to ruin her life. He attacked us. I had to use the killing curse. You know I did. If I hadn't known how to cast it.
Kimse bu laneti bilmemeli, herkes bu laneti bilmeli. Yani bilmeli de amcasına da atmamalı ya. Hani düşündüğümüz zaman.
You clearly care more about Anne than your uncle ever did.
I knew you'd understand. I did do the right thing.
Ominous duyacak değil mi bize şimdi?
I would have done the same if I knew how.
I could teach you.
Öğret bakayım, ben alayım da ben amacıma bir ulaşayım.
Curse won't be easy to master. As with all unforgivables, you have to mean it. Hold your wand steady. Focus. The incantation is Avada Kedavra. Your intention must be clear. I can't stay
Büyünün
here.
çizimi de güzelmiş.
I need to find Ominous.
Sebastian.
Please, I'm not myself right now. Let's meet later at the Undercroft, all right?
Undercroft'ta buluşalım. Ominous de buradaymış.
devastated. She just buried your uncle alone.
I did it for her.
Sebastian, Anne can't bear the thought of turning you in, but
What? Turn me in? She saw what happened.
I'll give you some time to think, Sebastian.
Turn me in?
Yani
Sebastian.
Did you hear that?
Goblin'e attığın
You saw
neyse
what
de
happened. I never wanted to hurt my uncle.
I know.
I can't believe he's gone. How did things go so wrong? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to... Oh, Anne, I was only trying to help. I can't leave now. Anne needs me more than ever. You understand. You can talk to Ominous. Make him understand. He listens to you. I need to be with Anne.
yani konuşurum Ominous'le de
Don't worry, Sebastian. I shall
hani
speak with
ne der
Ominous.
bilemem.
Thank you. You're a good friend, truly. No matter what happens from here, I'm glad we met.
Arkanı kim toplayacaktı yoksa?
Ominous?
What a mess. I can't believe it. After I last saw you, I went straight to Hogwarts. Before I had time to talk to Black, I heard from Anne. I rushed to Feldcroft and found her with Solomon's body. She was beside herself with grief. Part of her wants Sebastian to face the consequences, another part can't bear the thought of it. I don't want to lose Sebastian, but I don't think we have a choice.
Zor bir karar. Ele vermemeliyiz diyeceğim galiba. Amcana da avada atmazsın ama ya. Yani
turn him in now. He clearly regrets everything. He's not going to do anything like this again.
We've both heard that before.
But we also need to think about Anne. She's lost her health. Now she's lost her uncle. Do you really want to take her brother away from her too?
I understand what you're saying.
aynen. En yaşayabildiği
Perhaps
kadar
right.
yaşasın.
As much as I believe that
Sebastian
Sebastian
yardım
should
edebildiği
pay for
kadar
his
etsin.
actions, we'd only be
En
punishing
gittiği zaman
Anne as well.
Sebastian'ı reportlarız.
I hope we're doing the right thing. I'll talk to Anne. If it comes from me, she'll agree with this decision.
Thank you, Ominous. You're a good friend.
Whatever lies ahead, we must face it together. That I know.
I've thought about what you told me in the Great Hall. I would like to speak with you. Meet me in the Undercroft as soon as you can.
Şimdi Sebastian ve Ominis'le konuştuk. Sebastian oturmuş düşünmüş belli ki ve bizimle tekrar Undercroft'ta görüşmek istiyor. Bu herhalde son görüşmemiz olacak.
I'm glad you came.
Vallahi ben geldiğime sevindim mi
Sebastian, I
bilmiyorum.
received your owl. What's happened?
Anlat bakalım.
Ominis spoke with Anne about what happened with my Uncle Solomon. She believes I should pay for what I did, but she won't turn me in. She said the guilt I'll have to live with is punishment enough.
I'm so sorry. But I'm glad you know that you can at least try to move on now.
The thing is, I think I've lost my sister, my twin, forever. She refuses to even see me. I can't blame her. I couldn't really blame any of you if you gave up on me entirely. You all believed in me, and I let you all down.
Yani büyük ihtimalle kız kardeşin seni hiçbir zaman affetmeyecek ama
Anne may just need some time. Surely one day she'll be able to forgive you.
I hope you're right. I realize I can't undo what's been
Aman
done,
ne
but I can
gösterir
try
bilinmez.
every day to make up for it. I owe you and Ominis everything for standing by me.
Well, it wasn't easy. But I believe in you, Sebastian. I've had a sense about you since that first day in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Seems so long ago. Thank you. I have no idea what's to come, but I'm grateful for your friendship. I'm glad you came to Hogwarts.
evet. Sebastian'ı okuldan atılmaktan kurtardık. Ominis'i geçmişiyle yüzleştirdik diyebiliriz. Sebastian'ın amcasının hakkında konuşmuyoruz. Kız kardeşi daha kötü. Ve biz bu görev serisinde bayağı komple zararlı çıktık. Ama neyse boş ver. 3 laneti öğrendik sonuçta. Şimdi bütün yapabildiğimiz, yapabileceğimiz büyüler açıldı artık. Bundan sonra özgürüz. Bir de bunların yeteneklerine bakalım. Neler verebiliriz bu bu lanetler ne kadar geliştirilebilir? Onlara bir bakalım. Sonrasında kullanmaya hazırız. Mesela Crucio tarafından lanetlenmiş bir düşmana vurmak, yakındaki bir düşmanı lanetleyen bir mermi çıkarır. Olur. Lanetlemek iyidir, ver. Başka neyimiz var? Bir düşmanı Avada Kedavra ile öldürmek tüm lanetli düşmanları öldürür. Ver. Lanetli bir düşmanı yenmek sağlığınızın bir kısmını geri kazandırır. Olur, bunu da ver. İmperio'ya sahip kontrolünüz altındaki bir düşman her başarılı saldırıda diğer hedefleri lanetler. Oo, sen de gel. Çok iyi. Bunlar diğer büyülerle alakalı. Tamam, biz lanetle alakalı olanları verdik. Bu şekilde sağa sola lanet atıp Avada'yla son vuruşu yapabiliriz. Kız kardeşimi kurtarayım derken elindeki amcadan da olan çocuğun hikayesini de oynadığımıza göre ölümü artık bitirebiliriz. Teşekkür ediyorum arkadaşlar izlediğiniz için. Umarım keyif almışsınızdır. Sonraki videoda görüşmek dileğiyle. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın.